Hello and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name's Kim and I like to take you on my adventures with me, mostly here around Scotland, but sometimes also further afield. If you've seen some of my videos previously, welcome back. Today we are in an absolute beautiful part of this country. I'm just outside the town of Aviemore, which is quite famous because it sits right on the edge of the Cairngorm National Park. Now, it's nearly the middle of December, so I'm not going to go up any of the Munros here in the Cairngorms because they're already in full winter condition, which I'm not comfortable with to go out in by myself. We are going to explore an area of the Rothiemurchus forest, which here sits just outside Aviemore, and it's beautiful. So I've been here before. We're going to do a walk where one part I've already done, but the second half is also going to be new for me. And yeah, just want to show you why this is one of my favourite little corners of Scotland. Okay, so like I said, we're just outside Aviemore and I'm parked here in what's called the Woodland car park. This is free parking, but yeah, it's mainly aimed at visitors for Rothiemurchus forest, as well as there's a couple of fun activities around here. You also have a shop and a cafe over there, and a second smaller car park just here the other side of the road, but that smaller car park is only for short-term parking. I do believe 3 hours is the maximum, whereas this one here, the woodland one, you can park here all day, but no overnights. And today is a wonderful day to be out because, as you can see, the sun is shining, and it's been a little while, so definitely taking the opportunity for a nice big walk today. Alright, so I've arrived at a first little highlight of this walk. We are at the Lochan Mor, and as you can see, you've got a little outcropping here, and the sun is beaming right down onto it. So decided to have a little break here and just to let that sun shine on my face. So up until here, as I'm sure you've seen, the path is along a beautiful track through the forest, and now just this little bit here, it is along a single track road, so yeah, just be careful, watch out for cars, and I promise you're not on the road for very long. and welcome to Loch on Eilein. It's a stunning place, and what's great about here as well, you do have some basic facilities. As you've seen on the way in, there is a car park, so if you do not want to do the walk in from Aviemore, you can park your car down here. Now there are parking charges usually, but yeah, if you don't mind that and don't want to do the walk, that's an option. And then back there you can see that there is a little shop, not open at the moment, mainly open in the summer. And then the little building next to it are some public toilets. I am going to do the walk around the loch, and yeah, you'll see that shortly, but I just got to nip to the toilets first. So the toilets are heated, which is awesome. There we go. And yeah, they're also cleaned regularly, I have to say. I've never seen them really messy, so yeah, well done. And yeah, in the winter, so because there's a heater, please make sure you close this door behind you. Down here, you are kind of going back towards valley a little bit. As you can see here, so it's just about to be mid-December, and it's 11 o'clock. Back here, that sun's only just kind of peeking up above the mountains there behind us. And so yeah, beautiful atmosphere, but of course not super sunny, even though the weather's nice. But yeah, as we come around the lake, the sun should be it's not getting a ton higher, but a little bit higher. And hopefully be back in the sun shortly. So I'm just walking along the shore at this point. Yeah, walking down here, it is quite rocky. So if you do want an easier path, there is a proper path just kind of up behind there. But yeah, I like being by the water, so I'm just walking. Ooh. Touching trees here by the shore for the moment. Right, so I'm just looking at one of the things that this place here is famous for, and that's this little, or not so little, old castle on a little island in Loch on Eilein. So it's just ruins, but you do have the backdrop of the Cairngorms right behind it, which is beautiful. And yeah, you can actually swim over to it. I was here a year and a half ago, so in the summer, and it was a beautiful sunny week. I think we had like 25 degrees here. I came here with some friends, and one of my friends actually decided to swim across and have a look around. I didn't go because I didn't have any kind of shoes I could take with me. A friend had slippers that she could just carry across and put on across. And yeah, that she said once she got there, definitely recommend to only head across if you've got something to put on your feet. But yeah, it looks quite cool. I've also seen quite a lot of people paddleboarding or kayaking here on this loch during the summer. Then of course you could stop off at the little castle. For now, gonna head back up there onto the proper path, and then we're gonna walk the rest of the way around the loch, because this is as far as I've gone. I've never done the full circuit around the loch, but I've heard it's beautiful, so let's do it. Alright, so it's been a very nice path so far. This is the first bit that is a little bit, let's say I wouldn't want to wear anything but waterproof boots. There, have a look at that. So you've got deep mud and then kind of water either side, and also the path here in the middle has ankle deep water. So yeah, if it's been rainy or the winter or just any time in general really, you might want to have boots on this for this round. Oh, look at this bench here. Probably not the perfect place for in the winter because I don't think you'll get sun here at any point of the day. But imagine this spot here in the summer. Definitely gonna come back here. We are just starting to kind of come back down the east side of the Loch, and this is more familiar ground for me again. I have come up the east side of the Loch before, but this time, as I said, we've come straight from down here. But if you turn left here, you can head further into the forest, and you can start heading towards Lerwick Roo. Which we've seen parts of it on this video, but you can also take the path to Loch Eilein, which is actually the location of my first ever solo wild camp, which is, of course, I've vlogged that as well, so see that video here. But yeah, for both those videos I did have different starting points, but yeah, you could also come up here past Loch Eilein, turn left and head to those locations. We are back on the sunny side of the Loch, and so this is kind of the first time that I've been here during this time of the year, so I didn't really know you know, the sun reaches different parts and all of that. And so yeah, now we know kind of from 11:30, 12 onwards, the east and kind of the side of the castle on, you do get quite a bit of sun, but it's just when you walk along the back of Lochan Eilein, it's going to be pretty much completely in the shade at this time of the year. But yeah, good to know. And just in a couple of minutes here, I know there's a nice spot by the water, which I do believe should be in the sun. And just gonna stop there, have a quick break, and have a little snack. Okay, so this was a beautiful little break right in the sun, and now it's time to walk back to the car. So we are pretty much at the end of the Loch again, so we've done our full circuit, and yeah, now we're gonna head back. So I'm gonna take a different route on the way back. It's been a while since I've been down that path, but as far as I remember, it's not quite as scenic as the one through the woods, so it's more kind of along open farmlands and stuff. But because it is more in the open, it should be sunnier. So let's hope my memory serves me right and we'll be able to walk back in the sun. We are not far away from the car now. I would say maybe another 10 minutes or so. I've really enjoyed this today. I'll give you final stats when I get to the car. But yeah, just a little info. Most of the path, or most of this route, is on multi-use paths. By multi-use, I mean for walkers and cyclists as well. So yeah, just be aware. You might have some bikes coming past you. But in general, it's mostly a lot of walkers. You do see tons of people walking their dogs out here. So yeah, if you're missing your dog, or if you'd like to have a dog and just like coming across them, this is a good place to come for a walk if you want to see some dogs. But yeah, pretty much the way back, this last bit here, I mean, you've seen is a single track road, so you might have some cars coming past you, but in general, especially at this time of the year, it's very quiet. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this. I am, instead of heading all the rest of the way here down the road, I'm gonna see there is a path here behind me going back into the woods. I'll just have a quick look on the map, see if I can take this to get back to the car. And yes, on the map it does look like this little path here is going to join back up with the very beginning of the path that we took out this morning. It's a tiny diversion, but literally not far, and nicer than walking on the road. And here we are, back on the original path. Wow, so that was a pretty good and not so little walk. But yeah, that was really good fun. Those of you that don't know, I work in retail, and of course it's a couple of weeks before Christmas now, so work is pretty busy and stressful at the moment. So just to getting out here on a nice day at this time of the year, it kind of just really refreshes me and kind of gives me energy for the upcoming week. And yeah, as I say, it just feels really good. And now, so I've been up for just over 3 hours. We set off shortly before 10 o'clock and it's 1:15 now. So yeah, 3:20 minute walk. And yeah, it was about 8 miles. So what is that, 12.5k? Something like that. And yeah, it did feel like it. It's a very nice, easy path. You have some small ups and downs, but yeah, easy to walk. I did even see some people with a pram or a buggy, depending how you call it, on the path. And yeah, it's easy enough that is possible. But yeah, I did. So I've got little legs, so I'm not the fastest walker in general. But yeah, I did feel like I walked a pretty good pace today, mainly because, as you did see, a lot of the path was in the shade. And you know, it is the middle of December, so it is not very warm out there. So I did keep up the pace a little bit to stay warm. But yeah, really good. But what I'm really ready for now is to have a hot chocolate. And I know just a place around here where you can get a brilliant hot chocolate as well as awesome views. So yeah, let's head there. And welcome to the Cairngorm Mountain Resort. And as you can see up here, it's very much full winter conditions. Now it has snowed quite a bit over the last week, and there is actually just about enough snow to get started with some skiing. However, the lifts are not going to be open until closer to Christmas, and of course the snow's got to stay until then, and realistically we do need a bit more to get some proper skiing. But yeah, I'll see if I can catch some on camera, but you can see some ski tours. I've seen some come down the hill here behind me. So yeah, it's possible. Now, I'm not a ski tourer, but I'm very much a skier. So I do hope to get out here this winter if we get some decent conditions. So fingers crossed. Right, so I've just come out here for a little walk in the snow. I do have my hot chocolate, but unfortunately the main cafe is currently closed. Do you believe it's due to reopen for when the ski season starts, which I can't remember the exact date, but it's just before Christmas. But yeah, they just have a smaller bar slash cafe, which is kind of on the lower level of the building, and it was just, yeah, it's quite full, and also you don't really have any views from that lower cafe, because from the top one you've got big windows, brilliant views out across all of this. But yeah, so I just took my hot chocolate to go and thought I'd come out here for a little bit and yeah, just have a little walk. Now, only slight wrong thing I've done is before I drove up here I did change out of my boots and back into my trainers, so even though I am in the snow right now I am wearing my very non-waterproof, non-profiled, slippery trainers. But yeah, I'm being careful, just enjoying a bit of time down here. I don't think that sun's got very much longer until it disappears behind the mountain. So yeah, just enjoying the winter sun. Back inside the car, and I think it is time to drive home. Now the sun's just dipped below that mountain there, so the temperature is going to drop quite quickly now up here. So yeah, time to head home. Gonna drive back down to Aviemore and then hit the A9 to get to Inverness. But yeah, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video and see you next time. Bye bye.
This is the most 20-2400. So I'm looking for throwbacks, not new tunes. Something you haven't heard in a while. Maybe it was something that you did hear across the weekend, first time you've heard it in ages. And you think, that's going to sound great to me.